Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Happy New Year to everybody. We'll get into it in a minute. Good morning, good morning, good morning, everybody, man. I hope you guys have had a happy new year. I hope this new year finds you in good health. I hope this new year finds you in, you and your family in a good spot. I hope your resolutions and solutions come true. Work hard, stay right. And I don't know, man. I guess we're gonna start the new year out with this stuff, man. I mean, this terror plot. I wanted to cover this because it's like, your New Year's, you're trying to get a new motivational year, and you're trying to do things and get accomplished, and this stuff happens, man. It just shows that there's still evil, man. And this is why I always say, when you have these people that parade themselves on the internet, like, whatever you want to call them, man. I don't even want to give them that much, but this is what you get. You got people that are miserable, man. And before you know it, you got somebody like this guy over there who was a U.S. veteran. So what I'm going to be doing today is I'm going to be doing a reaction video to this news and really try to decipher what the hell's going on here. But like I said, man, this could happen in any state, any city. Obviously ISIS is not done. And there's a lot more that we have to do. And if you wonder why I'm not playing regular music on here, it's because you know, yeah, we'll get into that a little bit. I'm trying to keep this show clean and to bring news and topics and stuff that's going on. And actually, the Sugar Bowl was postponed till tonight because of this, because it's in New Orleans. But we're gonna dive right into this, and we're gonna see what this lovely woman from MSNBC. Well, no, this is NBC News. Fair use. This is their story, and I'm going to react to it because I have a couple things to say. I don't believe that this, my own opinion, I don't think this, there's two. There was another one too, a Cybertruck that exploded, I think in Vegas. And supposedly these two guys who committed the crimes might have been uh, army buddies together. But anyway, this is fair use, NBC News content. Let's get into it.
Early today is back now with more on the deadly attack on Bourbon Street that took 15 lives and injured dozens more. NBC's Jay Gray joins me now live from New Orleans. Jay, good morning. Officials are calling this an act of terror. What more do we know about the suspect?
Yeah, and Francis, we know that it's a U.S. Army veteran, spent a decade in the Army.
See, that's the whole thing I have a problem with. I mean, a U.S. Army veteran, and then they're going to say all this other stuff. The deal is, was there signs? Like, how did this guy just all of a sudden, boom, bang? There was no telltale signs. Like, was he acting different? Who was the people he was around? What kind of behavior did he have? Was he like, I hate the America type guy? Just because he was in the military doesn't mean nothing. What ties did he have? Where's his family from? There's so much to come into play. But, let's see what they say.
Including a deployment to Afghanistan during his service. We know that this city that would normally, even at this early hour, be packed with revelers is quiet, tense, and like investigators here, they are all.
Thank you, NBC News, for this content. Fair use. The thing I have to say, though, is if this guy, right, served in Afghanistan, you protected this country, then you hate this country. Like, I just don't get it. Why was nobody ready for this? Why are we still treating this thing like that? The border's wide open, even though he was an American citizen. why are we still treating this like these things don't go on in our country, man? These things happen a lot. It's crazy. A lot of people don't want to see this. They don't want to cover this, but I think we have to. And NBC News is doing a great deal of this. But I don't believe this guy, his intentions the whole time are great. I don't think that this guy came out here like, saying, oh, Army veteran. Yeah, well, Army veteran to turn rogue. That just didn't happen overnight.
Chaos in the French Quarter. This truck darting around a police vehicle, then accelerating into a crowd on Bourbon Street.
It was pandemonium. I mean, it was obviously emergency vehicles everywhere. Police were everywhere. Bodies, folks were just running through the streets.
And the sad part is that, this incident that took place, I saw last night there was 10. They said then 3 more. There was like 30 some people injured. Like, they always hit a soft target. Like, what do we have to do? Every street corner, every place where there's a gathering of people, you have to put blocks up, or dividers. So these, cement dividers, so these guys can't hurt Americans, can't hurt other people. I mean, this is what happens when you have so much, the border wide open, and you have so many people. And the funny thing I have to say about this is these people hate this country so much, but you're here. Like, you live here, you're a citizen. The other guy with you guys are citizens, man. And this is what you do. You harm kids, you harm innocent people. You hit soft targets rather than go after somebody that might give it back to you. That's what I'm saying. Let's keep going. Thank you, NBC News. Fair use.
At least 15 killed, dozens injured in what the FBI has labeled a suspected terror attack.
An ISIS flag was located on the trailer hitch of the vehicle. Weapons and potential improvised explosive devices, IEDs, were located.
Give me a second, guys, because I need to do this. All right. Hold on, give me 1 second. What I do want to say here, this is Forbes breaking news. This is their content. The Senator John Kennedy from Louisiana. And Lisa and SNS, my brother. Hope you had a great New Year, man. Really, Lisa and I talked to her over the holidays. Yes, Lisa Ann, I don't know if you can notice, but I am wearing my new Sixers that I got for Christmas, my hat. But no, I really want to get into this. I really want to do more with this. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to cover this. Now, who this is Senator from Louisiana, John Kennedy. He's a funny guy, but I don't think he's in a funny mood today. But what he says I watched him last night. Now, listen what he says, difference to the other news. But NBC News, thank you for that content. Forbes breaking news. This is your content, fair use, and let's get into it right now. This is Senator John Kennedy from Louisiana.
I wish I understood better why bad things happen to good people. If I make it to heaven, I'm going to ask.
SNS, 1,000% right, brother.
Believe in objective evil.
Real quick though, Lisa Ann, I'm glad you're here because this is what I was trying to tell you a while back, and I know you understand it to everybody else. This whole thing of evil, man, isn't just from, this is what we see on the internet. When I talk about these people that are disrespectful and hateful, that's a problem with them, man. That's something in their life. But when they put that terror in other people's lives and they put that anger and evil, this is the kind of outcome that you have. I mean, we're lucky to be in certain states where we haven't experienced this shit, and I hope we never do. But the bottom line is this can happen in any state. This can happen in any city. This right here could be the spark of something to keep going, or this could be, one incident. But obviously not. There was another one in Vegas. But we have to be more vigilant, even on the internet, man. When you hear people talking crazy, I mean, you got to take it with a grain of salt, but at the same time, don't just disregard it Pay attention. Senator John Kennedy. Forbes, thank you for this. Breaking news.
All you have to do is look at what happened in our city early this morning.
I know, right?
If this doesn't trigger the gag reflex of every American, every fair-minded American.
Yeah, Lisa Ann, I'm looking on that now. When Kingston's coming on soon, when he gets on here, I'm going to do a little bit more research. But I think, Lisa Ann, the attack in Vegas and the attack in New Orleans, I think these guys served in the same boot camp together. I don't know. I'm still looking it up. Thank you for breaking news for this content.
I'll be very surprised. I'm here because these are my people. I'm here because these are my people's friends. I'm here because there are a lot of Louisianians who are scared of me. I don't want them to be. There's a lot of information going around. Some of it is actually true. Some of it.
Yo.
What's up, brother?
What's good?
By that I mean the White House.
Yo, I'm gonna just till he's done. I'm gonna mute me and you because I can hear some noise. And then when this is done, this is Forbes breaking news, their content. And Kingston, this is John Kennedy from state of Louisiana. Real quick, you just came in here, Kingston. Did you know that the attack in Vegas and the attack in New Orleans, these guys might have served in the same boot camp together? Did you know that? Did you see the? Did you know there was an? Go ahead.
Haven't really looked. My bad. I think we're off a little bit. I'm sitting outside. But yeah, no. I briefly saw the two things we're talking about. I didn't know they were kind of tied.
Well, I'm gonna finish this because we're monetized, baby. So I'm doing this right. So we're giving all credit to Forbes breaking news. We're doing reactions to this. We're not gonna play music. We're gonna watch our cursing. But this, I believe, after this, I'm going to do a little research. I'm going to search the web to see if they found out these guys. I think they were in the same boot camp. In Vegas, there was another attack. There was a SUV that was blown up. But what they forgot about the Cybertruck is that thing's bulletproof, man. That actually contained the explosion. Yeah, there was.
I was going to say, yeah, it wasn't just an SUV. It was the Cybertruck, which I think is kind of.
Well, look, you don't have to be. You know what, Kingston? Let me say this before I get into this. I'm sure SNS and Lisa Ann might agree, but I think, truthfully, okay. So this. Oh, where you at? Hold up. So here's the facts, brother. The facts are this: we have two incidents. Vegas. You have one in Louisiana, and the crazy thing is ISIS flag. But I mean, these guys were from the military, supposedly, right? These guys committing these acts. Like,
that you talk about the guys committing the acts were in the military.
Yeah, they were American citizens, but check this out. I believe they're in the same boot camp, but check this out though.
Wow, no.
And then I'm gonna get back. Yeah, and then I'm gonna get back to the video because the thing I would say, and I don't want to speculate, but I will say this, my own opinion. This necessarily doesn't mean Kingston agrees with me, but a Cybertruck and you do New Orleans, like, I don't know if that's a shot at the bail towards Trump because of Elon. They're like, oh, because that's what people are saying.
That's the first thing I thought of.
But at the end of the day, the bottom line is, man, this is our country. This is ISIS, the resurgence of ISIS. Now they're back. Like, come on, man. Trump couldn't come at a better time. Whoever doesn't like it, that's your opinion. But let me finish this video.
Yeah, if you want to put me on mute, I'm outside. That might be the wind flying around.
Yeah, I'm going to do it right now. All right, so we have Senator John Kennedy. This is Forbes breaking news content. Fair use.
The FBI, the Department of Homeland Security, and the Department of Justice. I have not talked to the FBI. Maybe they've talked to my staff. I don't know. I did talk to the Secretary of Homeland Security a little while ago. And I told him that with all the respect I could muster, that we expect to put the full force and resources of the federal government behind this investigation.
Now, the only problem I have with that, guys, is this. You have, you're unmuted right now. The only thing I have like this, Kingston, is this going to be another political issue? Is this going to be, oh, we can't do too much, we have to contain all the information? I think Americans, one thing we got used to with Trump was how Trump would always be out in front and taking questions and giving us information, where Biden hasn't done a press conference since June or whatever. And the bottom line, on his way out, I'm not saying anybody had it, I'm not making any, insinuations, but how's all this shit now towards the end? Like, I believe that they're trying to lead this guy with so much. And there's no way, like, do you really believe, Kingston? Because I don't. This guy was in the military. Nobody's seen any telltale signs. Like, this just pops out of nowhere. I don't think I believe that, bro. I don't. I really don't.
Yeah,
Hold on.
That's the first time I'm hearing about these guys kind of being in the same military.
Yeah, but the thing is, though, right? I mean, this goes on all over the world, right? This makes it to, the paper, it makes it to the news, and people still 24 hours later on U.S. soil.
Yeah, not even.
I mean, but they don't ever give us all the information, bro. We get bits and pieces all the time. It's like little drips and drabs. I'm just gonna finish this, then we can really talk about it.
Yeah, do your thing, bud.
Hold on, there was one more I wanted you guys to see. It was like a recent one. Hold on. Where is it at? I seen one that was like a couple hours ago.
Yeah, it's not like when I say it's funny, it's not funny actually, but like, it's the first of the year. So I'm like, let me try to start staying up on current events more. So I'm like watching the news last night. And I mean, I say this all the time, but it really is just, like 90 plus, almost 100% all negative. It's all shootings. It's all,
you know what? Because that's what I was saying. Like,
it sucks.
You got all these people with Trump coming in and all the positivity, and everybody's excited. And
all it takes is one knucklehead, not knucklehead, but one person to ruin the party for people, driving into a crowd, just a terrorist attacks, or not even a terrorist attack, but just people that are looking to wipe out people and just, cause harm. And it's just, people got, I don't know. It's just,
and then when you take out, the fact that, I mean, this is U.S. soil, bro. This isn't like we're over there in Afghanistan. This isn't like we're in Iraq. This is here. Like, check this one out, because this one I want to play. I think this says a little bit more. Check this one out. This is Face the Nation, man. This is their content, fair use.
This is a CBS News special report. I'm Major Garrett in Washington. We are coming on the air as officials in New Orleans, local and federal, are prepared to give an update on this morning's deadly attack in the city's world-famous French Quarter. Here's what we know at this hour. At least 10 people were killed when a pickup truck drove through barricades into a crowd, sending people running in terror and disbelief through Bourbon Street. This all happened around 3:15 a.m. local time.
I got to say something, Kingston. Give me 1 second. So listen, this is what I'm going to say, and I say this all the time. All these fake tough guys on the internet are cowards. All these people on here that jump out of the window and scream and every day have to attack people, you're a coward. These guys that did this act are cowards. They always hit a soft target. Why don't you try to go break through a fence or a crowd somewhere where there's guns pointed at you, back at you? Like, you got to hurt innocent people and kids in the name of what? Like, this is all I'm saying. Like, this guy's an Army veteran, and your whole objective was to hurt Americans. Like, you go in the military. I think he was deployed once. It's just ridiculous, man.
Wow, that's so deep rooted that,
Yeah, he rented the truck, and that's how they think that the truck, the cyber truck, and the truck he smashed, I think were rented from the same place. That's how SNS, I think they started the connection. But let me finish this real quick, because this is a short 1-minute video. Here we go. Let me just give you this one. The rest.
Suspect rammed into dozens of pedestrians, injuring at least 35. Federal officials tell CBS News the suspect has been identified as.
Thank you, CBS News, for this content. And right now, Kingston, they're getting ready to tell us who the guy is.
42-year-old Samsoud Din Jabbar, a U.S. citizen from Texas. The FBI says the suspect, who was wearing body armor at the time of the attack, was killed in a shootout with police. Law enforcement sources say an AR-style rifle and handgun were recovered at the scene. An ISIS flag was located in the vehicle, as well as 4 explosive devices. The FBI is working at this hour to determine any potential associations or affiliations with terrorist organizations, international or domestic. In a statement this morning, President Biden, who has been in touch with the New Orleans mayor, said, quote,
Oh, I'm
"There
glad
is no-"
they've been in touch.
Yeah, you know, and I didn't even know we wanted to see that. There's a video of him speaking, man, but I really don't even want to hear what he's got to say because, you know, look, where we're at right now as people, as American citizens, like even doing this, right? No, now I'm monetizing. I got to be careful, you know, and my job right now doing this and what we're doing going forward is to give good content, you know, reporting on a lot of stuff. I mean, look what's taking up the news right now, our feed. Our first block is what? We're talking about this. We're not even talking about the Sugar Bowl. Who is it? Arizona State and Texas, right? They play tonight.
Notre Dame's playing.
Oh, wait,
Geez.
who? Oh no, wait. I mean, who won that game yesterday? I just wanted to ask you. The Texas and I
Texas
didn't see
won, and then Ohio State won.
that's why that
College.
was in my. So who do you like tonight for the Sugar Bowl?
I mean, you know, I'm a diehard Irish fan, so I'm rooting for Notre Dame.
Notre Dame.
Definitely,
You got to.
definitely rooting for the Irish tonight.
Do you think that?
Yeah, that's crazy. I mean, football is obviously secondary to what's going on here, but you know, obviously they got to move the football game to I think like later this afternoon or maybe I think it might be 4:00 Eastern, unless
I
they're.
thought it was going to be 8:30.
I don't know.
Oh, here.
I saw 2 different things, so I'm not positive. I'd like to see a 4:00 game, but yeah, the football shit is secondary. You know.
This last video I want to show though, I didn't see this before. I when I was looking it up, I saw it earlier, but I didn't touch on it. But this is fair use again. But everybody out there, man, I know you guys, some of you like drama, you like to be in chats, this and that, but these are the same type kind of people. What, because they disrespect women and children on here that they're not terrorists? I'm not saying they're terrorists. What I'm saying is that mindset. When you're that miserable in your life and you can't get help or pull it together, and your whole objective is to make everybody else miserable, make people feel pissed off. I mean, you know what happens when you do that? You never essentially hit the target. It's always innocent friggin' people to get hurt, no matter with what. Just like all these shows when they do them, Kingston, they go after one, but one person comments, and then it's the same cycle, man. It's evil, is nasty. There he is. Hardwire, what's up, brother? Happy New Year. Darren, my brother, I love you, dog. Darren, we were wondering how you doing and your daughter and your family, man.
Yeah, I hope that all panned out all right, man. I haven't been up here for about a week or so, maybe.
Thank
I was
you,
asking
SNS.
for you, Darren. Hope things are all right with the family, brother.
SNS, I was reading that before I went home. But no, I want to show you this one, Kingston. This is going to let us know about this guy, who he is. I think this one says it all. So
is it the guy?
This is him. Yeah, this is the guy. This is the guy in New Orleans. This isn't the guy in Vegas. What do you got? The Gogurt? All right, come on, hurry up. Oh man. All right, he's not gonna get you. Come on. Stop being scared. Come on. Come on, give it to me. Come on. No, come over here. Hold on, Kingston.
Nah, do your thing, buddy.
Here, give it to me. And then shut my door. And don't hurt the kitty. Because he's scared. Hold on.
Yeah, man, this is all crazy.
Here.
This is all
the reason why it's crazy. The reason why it's crazy is because it's some serious crap, bro. Like, God forbid if we were having this conversation, it was Philly, or if it was your, you know, I mean, look at the Boston. Remember that guy, the Boston, the marathon dude? All right, check it out. I forget his name, so they're gonna tell us. This is
You ever seen that movie actually about that? With Mark Wahlberg?
Yeah, no, I didn't see it, but this is WWLTV. I don't know exactly where they're at, but fair use content.
42-year-old Shamsuddin Jabbar was born and raised in Beaumont, Texas. He graduated from Georgia State University and served in the U.S. military.
I've been here all my life, with the exception of traveling for the military.
Wow.
So you gotta. I'll let this play, but look at this guy right now. Look what's on to the right of him, but to our left. Disciplined people. Now this guy, look, Man, let me let this play.
Where I
Fair
spent 10
use.
years as a human resources specialist and IT specialist, where I learned the meaning of great service.
Other soldiers who served with him as an IT specialist in the Army Signal Corps say he was the top of his IT class at Fort Gordon, Georgia.
I mean, from day one, you can tell that his knowledge in the IT field was better than everyone else's.
Peter Heap served 6 years in the Louisiana National Guard and the last 18 years on active duty as an Army sergeant. He took an IT class with Jabbar in 2010, and for the next decade or more, they remained Facebook friends.
I still thought that he was still a somewhat good guy. He was genuine. He was nice.
In 2020, he made this video about his budding career as a real estate agent in Houston, Texas.
What really sets me apart from other agents is my ability to be able to, one, be a fierce negotiator.
And public records show that Jabbar remained an active American citizen after his honorary discharge from the military, voting in the 2020.
You got to say to yourself, Kingston.
So once that happens, there, you know.
I know, like, how do you get radical?
About the honorable discharge and like what kind of took place with that, and if anything would, you know, they're talking about red flags, like.
Well, I'm sure in days to come we'll find more, but I think there's only like 30 seconds left.
Presidential election. Heap said Jabbar used to make pro-Islamic posts on Facebook, but nothing radical.
I would not categorize him as being a Muslim extremist at that time when I knew him. Not at all. I think sometime between when I knew him and now, he got radicalized.
Now, the FBI says Jabbar's the same man who drove a pickup truck with an ISIS flag mounted in the back and committed a heinous act.
I'll be honest, Kingston. I think if he would have got in certain areas in New Orleans and they seen that flag, I think he might have, been in a shootout because
not made it that far, right?
I know, right?
Terror. The FBI says he's the driver who mowed down dozens of people on Bourbon Street after 3 a.m. on New Year's 2025. The same man in military gear who fired on officers and ended up here lying dead in the street like many of his alleged victims.
See, let that be a message. Fair use, Channel 4, WWL News. Thank you for this. But let me tell you something. Let this be a message to all you people out there that are thinking, no matter what you do in your life, when it's evil, this is how you end up. Might not be the same day, might not be the next day, but look where he's at. He's laying there by himself. He's gone, and he's got nobody around him. And why? Because he chose to live this life. And all the people that think evil and the devil's got your back, this is how you go out. And then you got the afterlife is nothing but hell.
The FBI in Houston and the Harris County Sheriff's Office later confirmed taking action at a cluster of trailer homes at the corner of Crescent Peak Drive and Hugh Road, the same intersection where public records show Jabbar's last known address.
Yep.
David Hammer, WWL Louis.
The only thing I'm saying, Kingston, to get back to this is like, hold on, I didn't even see this. My thing is, no, I read that. Thank you, Darren. I'm glad you're good, brother. No, but the thing of what I'm trying to say is that how could these guys, right? They contemplated this. I hope that we find out that there was something, bro. Like that there was some kind of, manifesto or to maybe there's more people. Maybe it's a single act. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, I now that I heard about his military discharge in 2020, and now like the next steps are to kind of hear what happened with that, and then if they could kind of point any flags to why he would do this now, crazy stuff.
And the sad part is all the news conferences, man, none of them are they're all like,
reiterating the same stuff, not really.
Same jargon, man. I'm looking for, let's see. Yeah, everything's 19 hours.
Man.
Oh, wait. Is this the funny one? Hold on. Let me see. He's funny, bro.
So you think this and the other thing is tied in with the Las Vegas outside of Trump with the Cybertruck and the fireworks? Those could have been fireworks that got lit off in that Cybertruck, right?
Oh, thank God for that, Darren. For real, brother. Thank God, man. I don't wish to see, but unfortunately, we live in a world where these people, man, this is what you have. You have fake tough guys. You got women are just whatever. You got you know, kids of these people that are gonna see this behavior act. And then you got this guy who's a military guy. His job is to protect us. And then what? All of a sudden you hate the U.S. Like, why don't you go move over there and do that shit?
Well, it shows you how deep rooted that terrorist mentality is, or maybe the religion is, and it's tough for me to even really touch on because I'm not super informative. That's why it's almost kind of tough to hop up here and even talk about some of these things because I'm not super informative, and I don't want to trip up my words and say stupid stuff or incorrect stuff. But yeah, man, it's just mind blowing, that it's so deep rooted that, and I want to hear how things come out, but I wonder if this was this guy's, if this is what he's wanted to do since even before going in the military. And then, it's like he dedicates his whole life to making himself look good in the military and this and that. And it's like, I wonder if something just snapped and he went the other way, or if he's been kind of being prepared for this his whole life almost,
I believe he's probably prepared himself. I
Right.
believe he's probably,
Because these guys in that type of religion, like they feel like whatever he just did, he feels like he's gonna go to the best place when he dies. Like you and I think about, living our best life and just being good people. That's where we think we're probably going to, So it's just
well, the thing is this though, man. I say this all the time. Even if you're not a religious person and you don't have faith, everybody has a conscience, man. And when you do something bad, that feeling. You know when you do something
right.
good. One of God's biggest commandments, because He says no sin is greater than the other. So the one thing that you got to realize is, the biggest thing, one of the biggest requirements to get to heaven is thou shalt not kill. So people who commit that, maybe self-defense, maybe not, but if that's your act, that's what you do. It's not like you're defending yourself. If you set out to hurt somebody for no reason, I mean, I think that there's a thing in the Muslim, uh, I don't want to misquote, but in the Quran there's a thing called the hellfire. It talks about hell. It talks about the afterlife. And to be honest, Islam is a peaceful religion, man. I don't know what this has to do with anything, but when you do something in the name of religion, I think that's cowardly. Because the only thing you should do in the name of religion is pray for people, positive messages. Religion and negativity doesn't go together. But unfortunately, in this world, a lot of people, like you were saying, will go and suppress certain things and make themselves look a certain way. And then look, we have this shit that just went on.
And it's
You know what I
crazy
mean?
how planned out these things are to happen right after, the new year. And like these are the things that are getting spoken about and talked about. And, we have a presidential, change in the very near future. It's like, it doesn't he get inaugurated on the 5th or the 20th or something like that?
They certify the election on the 6th, and then they get then what's the name? Then on the 20th he gets inaugurated. But the thing I'm saying, the Tesla truck, they could have used any other truck.
That couldn't have been fireworks, right?
No, there was gas cans and everything in
That's
there.
what
Matter
I'm
of fact,
saying. Yeah.
I'll show you.
Because when I heard about the news of the New Orleans terrorist attack and then the Cybertruck outside Trump Hotel in Vegas, it was kind of earlier in the day, so I don't know how much has come out since then or
I got it right here, brother. Check this out. Oh, we got it exclusive right here. I have video of the truck exploding.
Yeah, that's crazy, man.
It's crazy though that people ain't really paying attention to what this means, man.
It's like not a couple snakes or sparklers from Joe Dirt Stan, lit this thing up like this.
No. This is real deal, guys. And you know what?
Snakes or sparklers or
no, and this is the Guardian footage right here. So thank you for this content, fair use. We're gonna react to this. Just look at this, bro. Anybody could be out there.
Those Cybertrucks look so stupid anyway.
It looks like there's fireworks, right? Is that the Trump Hotel?
Yeah, it's Trump Hotel outside of Vegas.
Yeah, that's definitely a message to him.
Right.
But look what happened right away. Look at them sprinklers, man. You see the sprinklers on?
Wow, bro.
So now you got to say to yourself, right? To all you people that hate this country and support that shit. There could have been a little kid out there that could be an elderly, could have been anybody out there at that time, man. But you know, it's crazy, brother. We're living
Yeah,
in
that's what
different
these
times,
people are
man.
hoping. They're looking
They're
to take
now,
people out, of course. Like the guy
and
in
it's
New Orleans who
ridiculous, man.
drove into.
You know, I wanted to hit that. I don't want to spend the whole show on that because, to be honest, there's so much negative. I just felt like I wanted to talk about it.
Lead off with something,
Yeah,
yeah.
but the main thing, like now, what we do as a station here, a channel here, and what we're trying to do going forward is what I think a big discussion should be: resolutions and solutions for the new year. I don't know what everybody's resolution is. I know what mine's is, and hey, Miss Lance, I know what mine is, but it's hard to implement when look at this cat. What the frick? Dude, my cat's possessed. I'm telling you. He just knocked everything over. Damn it.
Yeah, cats can be skittish.
Yeah, 'cause he's only a couple months old, but
Oh, no kidding. Does the cat have like little claws that scratch you and shit?
yeah, this is the funniest thing, Hardwire. They all blame Trump for this shit. But like I would say to all these clowns that want to blame him, this isn't Trump doing this, man. It's the work of the devil. That's what that is, man. They want to hate Trump. See, look, you got to remember everything going on. You got Biden conspiracy, his family. Well, now they're pardoned. You got all the shit going on with Diddy, Jay-Z. One of the biggest stories, too, is Jay-Z and Puffy. The judge ordered that case to go on against that young girl that they could stand trial. So there's a lot supposed to happen. This is all like smoke and mirrors, man. This is all like dangle something here and do something else. But at the end of the day, man, it's not hard to understand what evil does to people, man. For real. And saying that Trump is the reason for this, it's the same shit as before. We're all deplorables, we're this and that. But the thing I like to say is I would like to find out this guy who's in the military that created this shit. What was his party affiliation? Because that's what they're going to do. Oh, if he was a Republican, he did this, he was a Democrat. It doesn't mean shit. What his affiliation was with the devil. And that's why
Right.
he ended up dead on the fucking damn. I mean, a curse. I didn't want to curse, but that's why he's going to end up. Todd, God bless, brother. Hope you're having a great day.
Todd
Yeah, it's
J.
way hotter. You know what, SNS? All these rocket scientists, they say Trump, they say this. Come on, man. You got after the movies I saw this weekend, CIA, all this shit. This stuff is, and the sad part is they all think that I'm with you, Todd. Yo, I'm with you. Defund the government, not the police, the government.
Yeah.
I knew it. I knew it. I know it, Hardwire. I knew it, man. And I don't think that really has bearing on what is because a Republican. Anybody could have did that, but I knew it was going to be a Democrat. I figured that.
Yeah, who knows if that's even 100% true either. That could be more smoke and mirrors too.
But the bottom line is when you see a guy like that and you see him in one video talking about peace and you read his face, because I learned a little bit of body language. You see his eyes are steady. You see his mouth, he's not really smiling. Whatever this guy had, nobody's seen any telltale signs. He just one day decided, oh, I want to risk my IT job. You see, he probably has a master's or something. I want to risk all that just in the name of ISIS. How do you get radicalized like that?
Hey,
you could hate a person so bad like Trump that makes you want to hurt other people. This is where you're weak, man. To all you terrorists and whatever you want to call. When you guys attack innocent people and soft targets, that doesn't make you a tough guy. It makes you bitch. Because a real tough guy would look a man in his face and handle what he has to say, or go to the root. You don't hurt innocent people. It's like all these content creators. They come up here and talk crap. They go after women, families, kids. It's the same shit. I mean, not the same as far as there's lives lost, God forbid. But I'm saying it's the same process, man. The same mind frame. It's negativity and thinking that whoever thinks evil will sustain is a lie. It's just reality. I just don't get it. But go ahead. I'm sorry, bro. It just bothers me. People just
it's messed up. It is.
But God always wins. He always does. Look in every scenario that you can think of. Where didn't he win at? I mean, we were in every war that this country was in. We won. I mean, feast, famine. That's a big thing. But a lot of it, everybody blames God for everything. But we're given free will when you're an adult, you can act the way you want.
Yeah.
Nobody's holding, you know what I mean?
What I was gonna say is like, do you think like, say someone was gonna threaten you like, hey, if you don't do A, then I'm gonna do B. Usually if it's like if it only affects you and you're like screw you, whatever. But when someone like maybe threatens your family,
Amen.
It makes you think a lot more than just yourself. So maybe in ISIS or maybe in that type of religion, I wonder if the people high up say, listen, if you don't follow through and do this, not only are you going to lose your life, but all your family, everybody that you're related to, if you don't do this and carry this out, we're going to kill your family too. So I wonder if it's so deep rooted that they feel maybe forced that they
Amen.
have to go and do something like that. Like, hey, you go and kill 15 innocent people in this terrorist attack. If you don't do it and follow through, we're going to kill all you. Like, I wonder if that's something that happens too,
I think that, if you look at the border, you look at all the people infiltrated, and people say, oh, well, he was an American citizen. Yeah, but, a lot of this political stuff that's been going on from, look, all I'm saying is this. Every movie you ever watch, scary movie, I'll say it again. What do? Grab the cross to exorcise out the demons, right? It's the same thing here. These guys run a bunch of game. They promote this negativity. They have these agencies, man, that will literally go to any lengths to lie to us. Look at JFK. I mean, are we ever going to know the truth? Probably not. They think it's for our security, but they think Americans aren't stupid anymore. People are doing the research and homework. There's so much information out, but the one thing that people have to remember is the media, who's affiliated with the government, this government, is what controls the narrative, man, because they're able to print whatever. But, the Lord, like Todd said, man, he died for our sins. And, all I'd like to say is, if the devil was so great, why is his place so hot? And why is it so negative? The devil don't care about nobody. And that's all this is, man. This is evil shit. And Islam, what I wanted to get at, Islam does not teach you. I mean, a lot of these radicals think that if you kill in the name of that, you go to heaven. That's not it, man. If
See,
you
and it's
hurt somebody,
like you
it's
just
ridiculous.
started to touch on it. It's like I don't know enough about my own religion, never mind other religions or something like ISIS or this or that. So, I kind of just going to, sit and listen and, add things in because it's like, I don't want to say things that aren't true or things
Oh
that
no,
are
it's hard, but hold on, I'll do it right now.
like, we got any opinions in the chat, that are, I wouldn't say opposite of ours, but
There we
different
go.
ways to look at it, or maybe a way we're not looking at it, or if I'm looking at something wrong, want to hear some input on it. But other
Here
than
we
that,
go.
man,
Look, I'll give it to you right now. Look,
hope everybody had a good, safe.
the Quran does not condone violence. Does not condone violence without reason, and many scholars interpret Quranic verses on violence as a defensive response to oppression. However, violent groups have interpreted the Quran's teaching on violence and war to support their violent actions. That's the total opposite, man. Like they have a thing where they believe in retaliation, to where, like, if somebody hurts you, and the only one next to you is your son, like he would have clear in that religion the way they think, not the way it's written or the way they think. It's the way it's written and the way they think that your son could take revenge for your death.
Sure.
But to me, at the end of the day, like
kind of like an eye for an eye type of thing.
yeah,
Or
but if you're that tough guy and you're a big tough ISIS guy, whatever, go look a motherfucker in his face and handle your business. Why you got to run over all them people, man? Innocent kids out there. I don't know. It's 3 a.m. Probably not kids, but it's just ridiculous to me.
I know a bunch of people who are not ready for what's about to come. Like they're just probably leaving the bar, figuring out Ubers and taxis and shit to get back to where
That's
they're
like
going.
that's like you're in a bar, you come outside, everybody's drunk, and you see a guy who's drunk, who's not bothering nobody, man, probably never had a fight in his life, and they see some guy who's all and then he wants to knock the dude out, man. Like bully shit. It's the same thing, bro, except there's lives lost here, God forbid. But I'm saying the action up till that is the same thing, man. That's the truth, man. If you got hate in your heart, man, that's just who you are.
Happy New Year, Seth. I hope you're doing good, brother.
Darren's in here.
Hate in your heart. That's right, man.
Yeah.
That's just plain and
The
simple.
Bible says it too, eye for an eye. But the thing is this, though. These guys are not eye for an eye, and these guys are killing for no reason, man. Amen. That's all I'm saying, man. Like, how do we get to this point to where on American soil you got an ISIS flag? Do you remember when all them cities were burning down and what was it, Minnesota? You remember how all them people, Minneapolis, wherever it was, they had ISIS flags over there, man. Like, look, this is our country, man. This is the United States of America. This is the home of the brave, land of the free. We should never tolerate this shit. And to be honest, look how it ended up for the guy. Where's he at?
As soon as you start tolerating little bits of things, the momentum of everyone else thinking they could get away with a little bit, it's that snowball effect. And people think that they could make a bigger impact negatively. And, man, it shows.
And I'll tell you what, though, Hardwell, I seen it too, man. I remember one time we were at an event, but I seen this dude, man. They kept picking on him, and he kept shaking his head.
Bro.
I said, this dude, no, but I knew this dude wasn't weak. I said, this dude's a fighter, man. He just doesn't want the beef. These guys kept messing with him, so they thought he was a punk. The dude's punching his face, like, come on. He said, dude, I don't want to fight. Get away from me. The dude said, what? No, you're fighting tonight. Rips his shirt all right. Dude said, you really want to do that? I don't want to do it. Please leave me alone. He said, please leave me alone. The guy went to go at him and he sidestepped, bang, bang, right down the pipe. Bang, bang, hit him. Two-piece, drop him. Gone. Look to the next friend. What's up? It's a little dude too, man. I've seen that a lot of times. All I'm saying is, man, even like I said, if you have this platform or whatever you're doing in your life, if you're going to end up using your platform or your life to be a problem and you're going to create problems and you're going to disrespect people, there's nothing good going to come your way, man. And look at all the people on this internet that act like fools. Look at their family life. Look at everything they have going on. It speaks for itself. And to be honest, people who are confident don't act cocky. Like the people who act cocky up here, usually the people who have nothing going on, man. They're just running their mouths. Like this guy looks like he wanted attention. I don't know what he did this for, but at the end of the day, there's nothing we could do but just pray for the thing, for the the people.
And like I was saying a minute ago, after discussing this for a little while this morning and hearing from that news clip about the 2020, he was let go out of the Army on or dishonorable discharge. I forgot what they said, but now I'm curious to see what the reasoning was behind that.
I'm
don't
sure
you think they have a list of people that are that are in the military and then get discharged, whether honorable, dishonorable, whatever the situation was? You figure they would have a list or some type of scope that kind of, not even just somebody, anybody.
Well, who's watching him? If he's the IT guy and he's that smart, who's watching him? Because I'm sure he was looking up stuff. There's no way all of a sudden it's just happened overnight. He decided, tomorrow I'm going to go do this. Not when you have a flag on your car, bro. You had to order that flag. I don't even know. How could you order a flag, an ISIS flag in the United States? How could you even get that, bro? I mean, come on. If they can block, they block Pornhub in how many states? You can't block an ISIS site here? Like, it's almost like sometimes in this country,
it's almost like it was facilitated, right?
We should be against it. Don't do this, don't do that. But yeah, facilitation, man. It's ridiculous. Anyway, how was your New Year's, man? What'd you do?
Pretty good, man. I don't really ever go out on New Year's unless like there's maybe something to go do somewhere close by. And it's not even necessarily like I'm afraid to leave my house, but I just feel like when I'm at my house or I don't really like to go out and do much. And if I do, I don't like to go too far. And it's not even like the whole New Year's thing. It's even shit like this. Like I don't trust going out in public and being around a lot of people, being shoulder to shoulder. Not even just on New Year's Eve or a holiday, just in general, because there's so many unpredictable people out there. I don't know.
You know, and then you got
hard to
and then,
explain, but
then you got to look at this guy who did what he did in the name of whatever he has going on. You got to think how the circle of life goes around and how karma works. Like maybe somebody in his family is gonna have. I don't wish that on nobody, but maybe somebody close to him is gonna have similar fate. Maybe they'll be terrorized, and I don't want to see that. But that's usually, man, what happens, man. Nature takes its course. Well, I won't say nature because that's not nature, but you know, people, especially these terrorists, are always trying to outdo each other. But the one thing that we have in this country, man, is knowing that here in this country, we're safe, man. Usually shit doesn't happen here. So when you got a guy that can do something like that, and you look at like a place called like China that has missiles that can hit us right now, they're by 2026, I think they said they're gonna have a million kamikaze drones. I mean, I don't know, bro. You know,
I
like
know,
the
and that's a
game,
whole nother topic, the whole
whole
drone
nother topic.
situation about, seeing that.
In better
Crazy.
news, though, tomorrow I'll be doing a little show. Probably it's my birthday tomorrow, so
No way,
little,
really?
yeah, I'll be 52. We'll have a birthday episode.
Cool, man. Cool. Now you got a full deck of cards. You got 52, bro.
That's what my boy said. He said, "Yo," he said, "you're a full deck now." I was like, "What?"
Uh,
He's like 52.
I
But I
remember when
didn't
I
get
was young, my uncle was like, "Oh, you want to play a card game?" I was like, "Yeah, sure." He was a dick.
52 pickup.
Yeah,
Leland.
52 pickup. That's everybody's first card game introduction.
It's weird though
52
because
pickup.
like this Christmas was hard.
Yeah.
That's one thing I always did on New Year's was stayed in. My mom, I always stayed home, man, every New Year's.
Yeah,
So
my
not
pops
having her
used to
here.
call it amateur night. You know what I'm saying? Amateur
Amen,
night.
Todd.
Actually,
Todd's
yeah.
always got good
On New
shit.
Year's, I just hung home with my son, and that was the first time he ever stayed up to, the ball or whatever. He's 11 now, so I'm like, whatever. We'll stay up, and we did a little countdown and had some hot chocolate and shit.
So let me ask you something. What do you think about the Eagles' chances? Because you heard what Skip Bayless said. He said the Eagles are going. He said they're going to the Super Bowl. I look. All I'm saying is Skip. I'm not a big fan of Skip Bayless.
Yeah, he's got some funny takes.
He says the Eagles are going to Super Bowl.
I could see it.
What do you think about the other guy, though?
I could absolutely see it.
What do you think about Kansas City, though, man?
That's going to be a good game if they meet up. That's going to be a good game. Yeah, I'm all about the Irish today, man. I'm looking forward.
You ready? Check this out, bro. I didn't see this till yesterday. Ant, check this out, Ant. I always think he's real cocky, man, but
Sessa, you follow football or college ball and shit like that? You pay attention to
look at this
lines
though.
or
Check this out. Check this out.
Quite obviously, I'm a Cowboy fan.
Oh wait,
that's right. Yeah.
Monetized, so I don't want to play this whole thing. So I'm glad I stopped it.
That's all right. We'll have Skip come up tomorrow if he's got any beef and he could address it.
Yeah, he says, I think back here.
Quite fall out.
Yeah, I'm not gonna jeopardize it, man. But
no,
look,
don't
what
even
I'm
worry
saying
about
is,
it.
no, what Skip Bayless says right there, he says that the Eagles are gonna win, man. He said life's like a deck of cards. You need 2 hearts and a diamond being in. You wish you had a club spade. Yeah, bro.
That's funny. Hey, Lee Lance.
I don't know. Kingston, what do you think about Ohio State, bro?
I took Oregon last night. That was a bad mistake. I went on Facebook. I was like 33-0 or no, 33-30 Oregon. Book it. It was like the opposite at the half.
I mean,
Oregon
look,
was blown out.
My thing is this: if anybody feels that even these radical left people, America deserves that, you should leave this country, man. Anybody wants to see innocent people get hurt?
No groups of people ever deserve, like, whether it's police. Like, yeah, there's a lot of, arsenal cops out there, but it's not every single cop. You know what I'm saying? Or, to go after a whole group and, so I feel like every individual is themselves. you know, but
look, he said he got smashed.
yeah, straight up. Bliss
I hope you
Chris, how
doing
you
great.
doing,
Yo,
girl?
I was watching her video the other day. She had squirrels up in the tree, man.
What do you
She
got,
does some-
norovirus or whatever's going around, Chris? I've seen a couple girls I'm friends with on Facebook saying they were like they've been sick for like 2-3 days with that norovirus or whatever it's called. But yeah, man, forget that. Don't want to be sick heading into the new year. That's why.
man.
That's another reason I don't even like going out. It's a good feeling waking up on New Year's Day, not all trashed and hungover, and like then you just like kind of sleep and rest your whole day away. I actually want to. I'd rather have a few drinks on
Ooh.
January 1st at night.
Look, she said the coronavirus. She thinks. What's a
Yikes!
coronavirus? What's that?
Yikes!
I don't know what that is. The
Oh,
coronavirus.
I went and seen your boy do some stand up the other night at a local comedy show. Ed Bassmaster.
You like him, huh?
Yeah, he's funny, bro. He's mad funny. I figured you would like him too because he's from Philly, you know? And
I've seen him a couple times. He's a weird looking dude, but he's fun.
yeah.
I guess he's
Well, he's got some characters and shit like that he plays. So, like, you know, a guy who does like YouTube skits or YouTube pranks. I was curious how that would actually translate to doing stand up. And you know, he kind of did some of his characters. He'd come back out dressed up, this and that. But
oh, Bliss, I'm sorry. I hope you do good with that.
oh,
Look
that's
at
right. You
Tessa.
can't like type to. You can't
No,
type or say certain things on
she
here.
doesn't like to say the first part of it, so she just said Rona. But that's yeah. Sessa was sick. He said, "Look, 2 weeks he couldn't breathe. He was having a hard time." Look, you know, at the end of the day, Kingston, my thing is this though: if you got to inflict terror on innocent people, you're a bitch. If you think that
that's our
tough,
belief, but who knows what this dude's
no,
belief?
but what I'm saying, that's what I'm saying. If he thought that, you know, doing what he did in the name of
He's
whatever he
misled.
thought,
Yeah.
why did that God that he had for that incident protect him? Why is he not still breathing? Because it never wins, man. Like we're all people always blame God. That bothers me, man. Oh, kids are these babies. Why do kids have to go through that? Why does this innocent people listen? We're all given free will, man. Like we all have the choice to do what we want. That guy's consequences, what his actions did, led to a lot of people being hurt. It's not God's fault. I mean, stuff like that, you can't. I mean, it's like what? That's the one thing about God. Our God's not, he's a very jealous God, but he gives us free will to do what we want and act right. He gave us the laws of the land. We're going to do right or not do right. But are you watching the game tonight, though?
Yeah, I still got to see if it's an 8:30 game or a 4 o'clock game. If it's a 4 o'clock game, I'm
yeah, let's check it out.
You know. Hey, everybody! How's everybody in the chat doing? Pretty good. See, that's got to be tough for you because you're running a show and then you're trying to lead the show and talk, and then you're also trying to like post comments and this and that. Like that's got to be a lot to juggle what you're doing now.
Yeah, but you know what though, man? Like I said, it's been good, and everybody's been here supporting me. They've been, you know, with me. So at the end of the day, that's why I'm glad I'm monetized again now because I can really take this shit seriously, man. And look, I didn't want to play the video. I don't want to get struck. I don't want to do none of that, man. I'm just, you know. But what I'm reading reaction videos, something I like. I'm having a problem with my green screen on my phone, so I can't. That's what I wanted to do. I wanted to do the green screen reaction to where I could put a picture up and do that, but I was having a hard time. It wasn't working for some reason.
Yeah, man, I really gotta. If I'm gonna get serious with this, I gotta also start studying myself on YouTube and start figuring out how to kind of, you know, start juggling.
Hey man, R-Wire. He said, "Look," he said, "I'm at work. So today sucks. Look at the breaks up." Yep. Hey, I'll be working in a couple more minutes, man. I was already upstairs in my day.
That's why my, you know, my big saying is thank God. I mean, I know today's Thursday, but that's why my big saying is, you know, TGIM. Thank God it's Monday because 90+% of people that wake up Monday morning are, got to strap up the boots or got to put the suit on, got to head to work. And there are a lot of people out there who don't have a job or who are struggling or whatever the case is. You know, you should be happy. You're full of breath. You got life. in that, you know, you have the opportunity to live that Monday. You know, I know
The same
people
thing
look
as
at it,
this guy.
right.
This clown that committed that heinous act. Bro, you're IT tech with the U.S. military, man. Like, you had everything your resources, you had therapists, whatever you wanted to help you. Like, sometimes I really think, now I watch a lot of movies, and I'm not insinuating, I'm just speculating. Maybe what goes on is maybe some government agencies find a guy that can manipulate, get in
Right.
his head. You know, what do I know? But I know one thing. I know there's a lot of people that are passed away from that. And I know that this guy has passed away. And I know that now what's going to happen is what the worst part of this is now other terrorist cells are going to look at this and say, oh, yeah, man, this is
Try to
easy. We
one
can
up
do this.
it and try to
One
take
up it.
more people out or do something bigger.
And they'll do what they did all the time. They'll blame Trump. It's Trump's fault. Trump's fault. Listen, man, stop with that crap. It
Yeah,
ain't
that's
Trump's
just a
fault.
waste. That's a waste of a talking point, you know, because people are going to say what they're going to say, and we need to get down to the bottom line of, you know, how this happens so much, you know.
Yeah, man.
Not even just the terrorist attack, but even people of our own, you know,
Well, you
nation
know,
or believings and going and doing school shootings or just trying to fucking take people out because they're messed up. Excuse my language. That's why it's
it's
tough even
sad.
going out in public or, like I said, traveling and going places or going certain places. Like, I don't even want to go far from home. I don't even trust a lot of people, bro. You know, like, and that's not supposed to be the way of the world. And like, shit, who am I gonna hide out in my living room all the time because I'm afraid of what people are gonna do? Should never
I'm not
be.
gonna lie though, Kingston. I do like the. I'm not gonna lie. I do like the Georgia Bulldogs logo.
Oh, the
But
big G.
yeah, but how could you bet against
Why
Notre
is that
Dame,
though? Is that
bro?
because you're a top G?
No, I just always liked it. But how can you go against
No, fuck with
Notre
it.
Dame, bro?
You know, they have covered in like the last 8 out of 9 games or 9 out of 10 games. They've covered the spread. So,
Well,
see, if I was smart, I would have put a bet in for the Irish yesterday at, you know, getting 3.5 points. So just in case they lost by a field goal, I'd still win. But I think the tides are turning and the lines are flipping around a little bit. I got to look at them. They kind of change a bit, you know?
well, they're not. They seem like a pretty fair match team, man. Georgia's 11-2,
Well, this is
and
the thing. Georgia, their star quarterback got hurt last game and he's out for the
Yeah,
season. So they got their backup in, but the backups that go to these schools,
they're
you know,
good.
could be even better than the starters. So you never know.
That's like what's the name for the Eagles? I like him. I like Pickett. I would leave him in. I mean, Jalen
Wow.
Hurts. I like the kid, man. I think he'll be all right. But the thing with Jalen Hurts is, he's the man. He's got the check. But I don't know. He always gets healthy, man. I mean, he always gets hurt around this time of the
I
year,
like
December.
I like Jalen Hurts, but what's the deal with him? People aren't really scared of his arm, right?
No, no. But
And
I
he
mean,
can't
look,
really throw the ball downfield, but he's good with his legs though
I don't
too.
know.
So
I
it's
mean,
kind of,
I think he can throw the ball. I think he distributes it. But the
dude, when you
running,
got a
man.
guy like AJ Brown, he should just run straight down the field, boom, and that's how you. Even if you don't complete it, you stretch the defense out. You know.
Well, what is it? Detroit's got to lose now. If Detroit loses, we'll get the number 1 seat. Is that what it is? Then Detroit.
Nah, I don't know. No, because actually you could be right. But I know this Sunday's a big game because the Lions play the Vikings, and they're both 14-2. So whoever wins that game will probably get the 1 seed and the whatever. I could be wrong though.
Oh no, here you go. Detroit and Minnesota have to lose. Man,
Okay, right. How the hell are they both? Oh well, there's still 2. No, there's only 1 game left, I think, right?
yeah.
Only 1 game left.
They got the Giants now too, right? 1 more game.
It's funny too because if the Eagles don't have shit to play for, I wonder if they would want the Giants to win, so the Giants would fall back a lot in draft picks and not get their like number 1 quarterback. You know?
I don't know, man. Something about the Eagles. I think they could do something. I don't think it's going to be just a easy walkover.
No,
I
but you
think
know
they're.
what? As long as they get that 2 seed, I don't know. They do want to get the 1 seed so they can rest up a bit, but they're going to rest guys this.
Definitely.
Saquon's not playing this weekend.
You don't think?
Nah, he's definitely not. Definitely not. And he's kind of in the middle of going for that rushing record. But I don't think he cares about that too much. You know, he's more of a team guy. You know, would you rather get a rushing record or a Super Bowl? He wants the hardware.
I'm sorry. My engine's getting ready to get shipped.
You say what?
Ship.
You ever see
My
that
engine.
guy, Don Shipley, who calls
Yeah,
up
yeah.
and exposes like the fake, not fake veterans, the fake SEALs and shit like
Yeah,
that?
he's funny.
I like that. I like when people who try to like portray something that they're definitely not. I like seeing them, you know, like get exposed basically. You know what I'm saying? Because there's so many people out here.
So look,
motherfuckers.
of the last five shorts that I put up, right? One of them got 1.1, one of them got 5 point, one of them got 4,000, one got 1 point, the other one got 4,000. The shorts, man, they go pretty good.
Yeah, see, anytime, dude, when I would post a video, only people that like maybe are your subs will be able to see it, I think. But like shorts cross so many other sets of eyes that they're gonna get. It's not even like people are clicking on them; they're just automatically showing up on people's things, like when they're watching like the 10 or 12-second shorts. Some of my shorts got like 6, 7, 8, 10,000 views on them, you know. And those are actually like shorts that my son and I filmed or I filmed. I'm not like sharing other people's shorts or things like that. I don't even know how a lot of that works, you know? We got any YouTube geniuses up here know how this shit works? I know Hardwire's starting to get seasoned. I think he had a live on the other night, New Year's live. Popped in for a minute. I wasn't saying shit, but
He's Hardwire does good, man, with his he's got a good editing and all that shit, man.
I seen Mike Ball was on the other night too. I don't think he did
Yeah,
New Year's
I
live,
stopped to
but
say hi. I couldn't stay though.
I like wishing people a happy new year and just
yeah, man, I can't.
getting
That's
this
what I'm
shit
doing,
started
bro.
right.
Are you working tomorrow?
No, I don't really know if I got anything quite
I'm gonna do
lined
a
up yet.
freestyle Friday birthday celebration, man.
Let's
Easy,
do it. What
just
time
have
you
some
here at
fun.
9?
Yeah, get in and get out. You know what I mean? But
That's what's up.
I pray for the families, man, of that attack and the victims. I hope
It's
I just
sad too
don't wish that.
because I've seen already people on YouTube that whoever passed away, their families are like posting stuff like, oh well, they passed away and the terrorist thing.
Why we got to go through this shit, man? But unfortunately, that's the people. I just found this joint too.
Happy New Year.
My other make the wish
Yeah,
letter.
but for the most part, you have a decent Christmas. You have a decent Christmas, decent holiday. Get ready for this year. What, big dog? I'll tell you what. I'm not even making any resolutions. My resolutions.
Look at Hardwire.
My resolutions this year are to actually fulfill my resolutions from previous years and get going.
Yeah, the best advice I give you, resolution, man, is just get it done. Whatever you think you're gonna do, just do it, man.
Get her done.
Get her done.
Get her done.
My day's about to start again. I gotta go downstairs and help my old man.
Yeah, how's he been doing? Hanging in there or just
Yeah, he's
same
doing
old?
good, man. He's just having a lot of other problems, a lot of stuff that he can't really control, man. But it is what it is. You stay positive,
Mike, that's gotta be so tough, man.
I had to change him 3 times yesterday, bro. There's nothing you can do, man. It's a lot of work, man.
You need some more consistent help over there, bro.
That's what I'm getting ready to do with them, man. I'm writing a piece of article right now for a bill that's called Mario's Law, and I'm gonna try to get them. He's a veteran, my father. They treat him like crap, man. These home health care places are a joke, every single one of them, bro. He's been here a month. The new company we signed up, not one person's been here to do anything.
And you know what you need, and not that I'm that informative on it, but if I'm in that situation You know, I don't want 4 or 5
Hey,
different
Darren.
faces throughout the week. Oh, this person on Monday, this person on Tuesday. Then in a couple months, this person doesn't work out. It's like you want to find that 1 or 2 good nurse/caretakers that he feels comfortable with and you know has time
Last,
with.
the last one that was here was politically motivated, man. They didn't like Trump, and he liked Trump, and that kind of got in the way. And to be honest, it's like, look, if the people are doing home health care and they don't like it, then don't do it, man. If that's the job you signed up for, don't do it. Because to
I
be
mean,
honest,
I know I'm not putting any new ideas in your head, and I know this isn't something that's been going on. You know, your dad hasn't been well in a while, but it's too bad you can't find somebody from your area that lives within 5 or 10 minutes from you that grew up with you that's also like in that field, nurse, caretaker, someone that you actually have known for decades and is
but
in
my
that line
dad,
of work.
the only thing with him is he's a stubborn man. He doesn't like
I
he doesn't
completely
want anybody else.
understand.
Yeah, he doesn't want anybody else. So the thing is, like, I just got to do what I got to do, and then when the Lord calls him home, that's when I get my break. But I don't mind it. I just sometimes it's just like I feel bad for him because certain things he can't control, and it is what it is, man. So
And that's the toughest thing and I don't have that much experience yet down here, but that's got to be the toughest thing for a man is to not be able to do the basic things,
it's embarrassing, but it's humiliating,
like
bro.
when my pops was in the hospital, he didn't even get a chance to take a dump because he wasn't allowed to get off his hospital bed and go to the bathroom. So he had to do a pan thing, and it's just it wasn't going to work. He wouldn't allow himself to do that. So it's
Well,
just
my dad, put it this way, and not to get into too much, my dad can't even use a pan because of his back, and he's got sores, man, bed sores that are
right
like,
because he
it's
can't
just
move. So you're laying
non-fuck.
one way. Oh my gosh, Mike.
One thing I've learned though through all this, I've been doing this for a long time now, is I know I'm very versed in this. I'm very versed in the procedure, the doctors, the arrangement, the care. And the thing is, something's got to be done, man. They just keep taking, look, once you sign up for these home health care places, they get their money regardless. Medicare, however it is, they get paid. The lack of care comes into when they come here, they don't stay long, or they just everything's is a fast pace, like not like take your time, man, and everything's da 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 da. But
And
look,
I've
you
seen
can't feel
videos
sorry
that
for yourself. You got to keep moving though. You can't like sit down and it's a long process, man. But the light at the end of the tunnel is that I still have my father here, man, and like we almost lost him a couple times, but I'm blessed to still have him. So whatever I got to do in the interim of that is, that's why I don't. That's why I never really understood these people on here, man. Like, you think I want to be up here fighting with people and doing shit when I got this serious
yeah,
shit
you
going
got
on?
that's what I'm saying. All of us, whether some minor, some major, we all got real life stuff going on. So to hop up here and get all distracted and to get off topic and to really kind of lose sight of what's important and what matters. I mean, people have different motivations for being up here. Someone might want to be on the internet because their main thing is being funny and being a troll. Some people are so miserable they just want to deflect that on the other people and make them feel the same or make them feel lower. So it depends on what your motivation is up here. I could tell your motivation is for the kids and for the generations before you.
Yeah,
That's why you take so much time with me and you try to keep me on track and you keep a positive,
yeah.
heartbeat on
Well,
my ear because you want
look,
to see people do well.
you've
And
been
that's
through shit. Look, if you've been through shit, you know what shit looks like. You know what it smells like. You know what it feels like. Why do you want to put that on anybody else, man? Like, at the end of the day, you should want to be a better person every day, no matter how you get to that.
yeah.
You don't need 10 guys to make you do that. There's no shot at MC clubs or nothing. I'm saying, like, you don't need that group think tank. Do it yourself. Look, most of the guys that I know that do MC shit or have been involved with anything, they've always had their own little way to do things. And all I'm saying is, for me, I've always wanted to help people and do the best I can to bring the best out of people. And why would I want to be up here sour, man? I mean, it's not worth it. Even through everything I'm going through, I could be up here bitch right now, but that's weak to do that. I feel, man. Like,
And then that leads into like what we do here for the first hour and a half of the day. you know, is going to kind of dictate the tone of the rest of your day. So to get up here and, you know, do all that jazz and then just try to all right, let's handle business. Things, you know, roll into the next thing, you know. And
well, most people, bro, you know, most people like negative. That's what sells. Because it's an easy out. It's easy to agree with that shit rather than say, no, be positive, do this. What's that say?
No, this is, I already probably said this before, a little bracelet I got. My son gets these from school, but this one says, be the change that you wish to see in the world. So, like, if I'm going to, you know, not necessarily make a bad decision, but maybe go against the thinking I should or this or that, like, you know, like reading it says, you know, I got to stick to this. I got to stay in line. And, you know, I'm human. I slip too. So
we all do, brother. We all do. But I am going to get bouncing right now. I got to get rocking and rolling, bro. I appreciate coming
10-15.
on.
Yeah.
I'll call you later, man, during the game. See what you're doing.
Yeah, sounds good. I'm definitely going to be here tomorrow morning though for.
I'll be back tomorrow, man. The birthday bash. Code hits 52. God bless everybody, man. Stay blessed, not stressed. Let God handle the rest, man. And be kind, man. You know, don't be an asshole. Even if you feel it, man, shut your phone off. Don't call nobody. Wait till you calm down. Do a little namaste, wusa.
Yo, that really does help. It's just because I've learned to become less reactive, because if you're going to react all the time off what people say and off what people do, you're going to have a long, hard freaking go at it. So you got to give yourself a second and let some things pass. You know, not everything needs to get highlighted and ripped apart, you know?
Or people say that's easier said than done.
Absolutely.
Well, nobody said, to be honest, I think it's harder to do that. It's easy to put on a negative face and run your mouth and talk crap.
Yep.
But
no, you're dead right about that.
Well, we'll see you guys tomorrow, man. Smash that like button, man, and we'll be back tomorrow.
I'm gonna try to promote your birthday bash show tomorrow with my 81 subs. All right.
Hey, man, do it. God bless everybody. Darren, love you, bro. Be safe. Everybody else, God bless, man. Love.
Likewise.
Take care.